Hello and welcome to your daily cricket show, Cricket Happenings. Well, I have to start with some sad news coming in from England. Very unfortunately, Ben Stokes has been involved in an off-the-field incident in a hotel in Bristol, in a bar in Bristol, I suppose. And I'm not going to go into those details, but I can tell you he was arrested by the Bristol police, and he has also been released. And in the process, Ben Stokes was definitely involved. So Ben Stokes is out now. At least he's come back. So, but I think that is a sort of a real no-no what has happened according to me. And Ben Stokes is definitely finding himself in hot water. And also another person who has also been involved in this, probably not very actively, but was Alex Hales, who was also a part of it. And both have been suspended by England for the fourth ODI, which is coming up. But more than that, Ben Stokes it was just 24 hours before the England selectors were going to sit down and choose the team for the Ashes. This has happened. Well, it's a very unsavory incident that has happened, which has left Ben Stokes in absolute hot water, according to me. But right now, I'm not going into those negative details here, but I can tell you that they have been suspended. Ben Stokes and Alex Hales have been suspended for the fourth ODI, and one only hopes that things really clear up. And Ben Stokes, what a shame it would be if Ben Stokes did not make it to the Ashes. That will be a sort of a body blow for England, according to me, because Ben Stokes is someone who is a total contributor, and he is now also a famous name in world cricket circles as well. So one only hopes that whatever it is, one does not know, but Ben Stokes, probably this is the third instance where he has been involved in some incident or the other. And we also known some on-field incidents as well, which he had it with Kagiso Rabada of South Africa. So a lot of things have happened. So Ben Stokes has to really, really watch out, because now, as you know, he's a sort of an all-rounder who has a prize on his wicket. Nevertheless, so this was a sad thing, and keeping the attention on that. Let's talk about the fourth ODI which is coming. So as I said, Ben Stokes and Alex Hales are out, and it will be very interesting to see whether West Indies can really prey in the weakness of England now, because the morale would be low, the colleagues would be thinking about him, and there will be a lot of thinking going on whether West Indies can really capitalize at this particular moment in the fourth ODI to get their first win in this ODI. As far as England are concerned, Jason Roy gets his opportunity once again due to the absence of Alex Hales. So Jason Roy will open with Johnny Bairstow, and then Joe Root, Morgan, Butler, Moeen Ali, Chris Wokes, Adil Rashid, Liam Plunkett, and Jake Ball will also be getting an opportunity due to the incident that happened. So definitely Jake Ball will be looking forward to bowl at the West Indians. And as far as the West Indies are concerned, they definitely have a lot of firepower in the form of Chris Gale and Lewis. Shai Hope also probably is due for a very good knock in this particular ODI series. Marlon Samuels too. Jason Mohammed has played a few. Roman Powell has played a few. Jason Holder has done his bit as well. But it is all going to be where Kesrick Williams, according to me, as per news, is that he is fit right now after the back spasm he had. But whether West Indies will be forced to change the squad, it depends on the West Indies think tank. And this match is going to be played at the Oval. And if at all England win this particular match, it will be all over for the West Indies in this particular ODI series. So West Indies probably will be trying to prey on the weakness or on the team morale, which will be probably down right now after Stokes and Alex Hales have been suspended, and especially considering that the Ashes series is about to. They were going to sit down. The English selectors were going to sit down and choose the Ashes Test team for England. This is a big blow for them. So as far as England I've already spoken about, and we also spoke about the West Indies team. So this match is going to be played at the Oval. So it's very essential that England actually win this match to keep their hopes alive. If at all they lose the match tomorrow, it will be all over for West Indies in this ODI series. Now the next news. Now we are going to have a look at some cricket news now. As far as cricket notes is concerned, and Stokes was arrested at Bristol over an incident that happened. Other than that, new rules are coming into effect from September 28 as far as international cricket is concerned. We are going to see two new introductions. One is like the game of soccer. The red card will be out if at all there is any violence on the field. So that is one thing. So that is one thing we are going to say. We are also going to see the size of the bats, which are going to be really altered. So everyone has to have a uniform size of the bat. No more heavy bats like before. As you know, the Indian maestro Sachin Tendulkar had a heavy bat. Vivian Richards, if I'm not wrong, once upon his time had a heavy bat as well. So that is going on. Other than that, there is one bloke by the name Prithvi Shaw. He's just 17 years of age, and in the domestic Duleep Trophy, he yesterday scored 154 runs, and this is at the age of 17, and only Sachin Tendulkar has actually done it. So whether this guy could be a sort of a real talent emerging for India in the future, probably. And also now as far as other news is concerned, the news I'm going to talk about is coming from Zimbabwe. As you know, the other day the news came that Brendan Taylor was back into business for Zimbabwe, and he will be a part probably when they tour the West Indies, I suppose. He was immediately drafted into the Zimbabwe. They gave him a contract immediately, and we know what a big price Brendan Taylor has as far as his exploits are concerned. Now, there's another good news coming in for Zimbabwe, and this is only going to strengthen this Zimbabwe team, because Kyle Jarvis, who was bowling magnificently at the time when he actually left for the Kolpak, is also, the news is that there is another player also coming back to join the Zimbabwe ranks and resume his career in Zimbabwe, and the other player's name is Kyle Jarvis. He was playing for Lancashire for 4 years, and now he is back in Zimbabwe, and he has also been given a contract by the Zimbabwe Cricket Board, and they know the value of these two players. Jarvis was just in his, I would say, just in his infancy of his career when he left the Zimbabwe cricket team, and now he's back, and I'm sure Kyle Jarvis would be raring to go. So I think Zimbabwe team should be very happy that their team has been really strengthened with the arrival of both Brendan Taylor as well as the other player that we are talking about is Kyle Jarvis, the pace bowler. Now the other news that I could really speak about here is we are talking about the India A versus New Zealand A matches that are played. India A and New Zealand A, and India A on the first unofficial test, the India A beat the New Zealand A team. It was all the handiwork of the spinners, and the spinners who did the damage were Karan Singh, who is the leg spinner, and Nadeem, the left arm spinner. They were the ones who both did the damage, as both picked up 8 wickets in the match, Karan and Nadeem, as New Zealand had an innings defeat against India A. So India A making 320, and that was not a good performance from New Zealand A, I reckon. They were bowled out for 147 and 142 respectively, thanks to this Indian spinners, leg spinner Karan Singh, I suppose, and the other one was Shahbaz Nadeem, the left arm spinner. Well, dear fans and subscribers, there's not much to really dwell on as far as today's cricket show is concerned. It's about time for me to pull the curtain down on this daily cricket show, Cricket Happenings, and by saying that, it is a very sad moment that Ben Stokes has been involved in such an unsavory incident. So thanks for watching cricket happenings, and keep yourself tuned to cricket happenings tomorrow as well, as I'm bringing down the curtain for today. Thanks and have a good night.